agent reliability and trust and compliance. So as agents are deployed in enterprise with greater access to tool calls and power, you need a way to observe, vet, and ensure compliance amongst your agents. And so the solution I've come up with is actually a system and pipeline of parallel agents that do inference for your agents which you deploy. Okay, so for example, you can query these set of agents just like you would query a chat, but actually there are 5 different agents which are running on the same prompt input, or actually context, should we say, and then it's sort of consensus mapped down, and there's quite a lot of maths behind this. For example, in terms of context, we do context compaction to make the prompt much smaller than usual, and that allows us to maintain the information but reduce the token consumption, so we get efficiency, so you don't notice that you're actually using 5 agents worth of compute. And then you do consensus ranking, MBR, as well as stitching to get an answer which is not in any one particular model output, but actually we use log probabilities of the model's tokens to decide which chunks to put in the final output. And so this you can use in order to make your agents more reliable. And so using this agentic system, I built a quick demo of a finance agent which is using the same inference agents, the 5 in parallel, to do tool calls on the market. And you can see as it's running that we take the log probabilities of the outputs and then combine them to get a consensus ranking of which outputs we should take forward for the agent to use, and then you use those agents, that agent output, in your deployed agent, right? And so you get a much better reliability, whilst also, because of our context compaction, you're able to get a similar throughput of tokens as you would normally, which means that the costs do not balloon proportional to the number of models that you're using. And so I've used the Vercel SDK for this, as well as the whole Gemini Flash and Gemini model lineup. And actually I've used Vertex in order to get the log probabilities from models, but you can see they're making tool calls and also writing in natural language text. And this is all done through consensus, so that you know that the outputs of your agents are vetted by my parallel agents and are therefore reliable and secure. Great.